Hey guys, Bob from Skillz. I got a few good things that I wanted to share with you that I'm going to scrap and disassemble. So stay tuned. Power cords. Yeah. Couple more goodies. Some more power cords. I got some phones, man. I got some phones that I can disassemble. That's an oldie. Let's see. That's an oldie right there. Wow. Audio box. Samsung. Let's see, looks like we got power cord there. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry it's been so long since I've created a video. Had a lot going on, and boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, my allergies have been on fire lately. I don't know about you all, but holy crud, man. Whew! So anyway, I don't really necessarily care about these books, so those are going to get thrown out. Let's see, what else we got in this pile of goodies? Power cords. Power cords. More power cords. Actually, that one might be useful. Set that aside. Let's see, we got more books. More books. Books. Put that there. Alright, well, so far I got a whole bunch of power wires and some laptops. There's another cell phone. This one does flip open. Phone protector thingy. I do have phones on inside that phones like this. I've got like 3 or 4 of them that I have deemed in good enough condition to resell. So I'm gonna turn around and put them on eBay. But these I just thought would probably be best if I scrapped them. All right, put that in the junk pile. Let's see what else we got. What is this? Oh, look at that! It's a floppy disk. It's a floppy disk holder, reader. Jeez, I don't even know if I want to scrap that. I don't know if I want to scrap that. You know what? I'm not going to scrap this. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. So I'd love for you to comment down below and tell me if I should hold on to this, if it's worth resale, if it works, etc., etc. Let me know. I mean, it seems to be in good condition. All right, let's see. Oh, looks like we got a CD. It looks like we got a floppy disk here. Yeah, not really interested in those. Oh, looks like we might have another phone. Ooh, is this a Crazer razor? Oh my gosh. Remember these? Crazer razors. They used to call them Crazers because they were small. I don't know. Crazy? I really don't know. It's an interesting pinkish purple. Yeah. Right, let's see. We got more books, power cords, and headphones. I'll put that there. More books. Books and boxes. Do not want books and boxes. So how is my favorite YouTube community anyway? Tell me how you're doing. Sound off down below. I want to hear from you. All right, looks like more power cords. And I picked this up from somebody that just had them lying around. I'm like, okay, I'll take them. Free of charge. I don't know if that's gold tip or gold flashed or what, but it might be worth pulling that out. Okay, books. Ooh. Remember back in the day when you used to get instruction manuals with your cell phones? Look how thick that thing is. There's a CD-ROM in this one. Wow. That's one thick book. I think we saved a few trees by, not doing that anymore. Whew. All right, more power cords. Ooh, an actual G-zone. I wonder if it works. Interesting. All right, well, that covers it all. That's everything that I have. So I'm going to basically take these apart for the boards inside. Cell phone motherboards or logic boards have a high content or high yield of gold. And I am saving up to do some refining when I have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to disassemble these 4 laptops here as well. Take out the motherboards, take out any RAM chips. I am going to cut the fingers because I am, again, saving those for gold recovery. The boards, I'm debating on whether or not I want to depopulate them or just send them to boardsort.com the way they are. Okay, let's go ahead and start with some power cords here. I'm just going to clip and get them prepped here. And I'm just going to put the ends right over here for now. More brass for my brass pile. And I'll take these, I'll put them over here as well. I've been making a bigger push lately for scrap because I'm trying to save for my Laconia bike trip. And for me anyway, it's fairly expensive to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap as much as I can between now and before I leave. And then if you'd like, I can show you the video of me going to the scrapyard and showing you how much I get. I'm hoping it'll be a couple of $100. More wire. Woohoo! I might time lapse through all this because I'm pretty sure you guys know how to clip ends off of cords. You've seen it many times on many other channels, right? So I'm going to start time recording now. So here's all the plugs that I'm going to turn around and pull the brass out of, which is awesome. And since I did the first video on the plugs and recovering the brass, I've listened to a lot of commenters stating that it's just a lot easier just to yank it out. I don't need to use a screwdriver or a hammer. So I'm going to demonstrate that as well. Now the opposite ends, like these, I like to call these the females plugs. They do have brass in them, but I'm just not sure if it's worth the time and effort to get that out. I'm really interested in hearing your feedback as far as whether or not it's worth it, or if you have an easy way to extract the brass out of those. I know there's a lot of micro scrappers on my channel that do this sort of thing. There's a little bit of gold there, but I'm not really sure, again, if it's worth it. So these pieces, I'm not really sure if it's even worth messing with. It's basically what I'm trying to say. So if any more experienced scrappers have any idea, please let me know in the comments below. I, as well as my other novice folks that are trying to just start out, would appreciate your guidance and your sage advice. So this here, I'm going to just put in my insulated wire bucket because the gauge is too thin for me to be able to strip. Normally I'll strip all my wires for the copper and sometimes even the aluminum. But in this case, because the gauge is so thin on these, I'm just going to put it in my insulated wire bucket. It's just simply not worth the time and the effort. And these wires right here are actually, for me anyway, they're worth the time and the effort to strip down because there's an abundance of copper in them, and you definitely get more in the long run to deliver shiny, bright #2 braided copper than you would insulated copper wire like this. So again, if it's worth your time, if you got nothing better to do, if you're watching TV, you can do this and watch TV, and you could be earning a little bit of extra money as well. So let's move on to the computers and the cell phones. So these are AC adapters that are, go to like laptops, printers, things like that. And in my plug video that I showed you a video or two back, these have like some transformers in it and have some aluminum in it and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth breaking these open because there's valuable stuff in them. But I'm not going to do that now because you guys have seen me do that before. Anybody ever wonders how to tell if their phone's moisture damaged? Even the newer smartphones, like right on the inside where the SIM cards and the micro SD cards go, you could see these little labels, and they're supposed to be white. Sometimes they're white with like red X's and stuff. If it looks pink or if it looks red, it's come in contact with water. So there's a couple of gold little bits there. And that's something else I'm doing too. Like I've seen the moose scrapper do this before, but like I'll take these little gold flashed bits here, and I will like this and this and. But anyway, you get the point. So like these and these, I'll take them and I'll actually take them off the board and I will put them in a little jar. And I've started to amass quite a bit. When that jar is full, I'm thinking about going through the chemical process of extracting, recovering the gold and refining it. And there's some gold in these connectors too. If you're interested in collecting them, you certainly can. I mean, there's not really a whole lot there, but there is gold. So that's all gold plated, which is nice. Cell phone boards tend to have a pretty decent yield of gold on them if you're interested in refining and gold recovery. If not, you can also sell these to board sort as well. I'm not sure exactly how much per pound, but I do know that they do take them. There is some brass screw thingies here. I love my technical terms, huh? Screw thingies. But you put the screws in here. Those pieces are made out of brass. If you really wanted to take the time and take them out, you could certainly do that. A lot of you already know this, but I do fix cell phones and PCs and tablets and things of that nature. Curious to know if you guys were interested in seeing that sort of stuff. If you could leave a comment below on that, I'd really appreciate it. And if I get enough interest, I will start doing videos about that as well. There were two reasons why I started to do that. I mean, one, obviously I needed extra money. But two, anybody who goes to a repair shop to get a cell phone fixed, they know full well that how expensive it can be to repair a phone. there's a lot of gouging going on there, and I really don't necessarily believe in that. So I order my parts when they're needed, so I don't have any overhead. I do it directly from my home, so there's no additional cost for another location. I think I get a decent amount per hour. It takes me about a half an hour to do an iPhone LCD replacement. Generally, I charge about $30 for that. So if you do the math, that's $60 an hour. So there's some gold plate. Actually, I think that's gold flashing, but there's some gold flashing on the actual speaker itself that I can extract later. So here's the board itself. There's a ton of gold pieces, gold flash pieces, and then of course the board itself. Now the inside here, and again, I'm kind of reaching out to the more experienced scrappers here, but the inside of here in terms of cell phones, is this silver? Because I'm really not sure. I've been throwing them away, but if it's silver, obviously I don't want to do that. I want to start collecting it. I don't think it is, but I'm curious to know what you think. And I'm fairly certain that is also gold flashed. So this may seem tedious, and really it is, to some degree, to be honest. But I do have a decent amount of these amassed. In fact, let me show you. Hold on. See, can you see that? You can see that. So I've been collecting for quite a while. I haven't had a chance to get back to it, but all those are boards from phones. And at some point, I am going to, it's plastic, it doesn't need to be in there. At some point, I am going to depopulate the boards and refine and recover that gold. Not in that order, though. A little long, guys, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here with the cell phones, and I will scrap out these laptops in another video. Now here's all the components that we had gotten off of the cell phones themselves, and of course the boards can be depopulated and processed for gold recovery and refining. These are all the little golden bits and pieces that I've pulled off of the phones that will go in various buckets for gold refining and gold recovery. So there we go. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you've enjoyed my content. If you have, great! Let me divert your attention over to this big red subscribe button on the side here. Already a subscriber? That's awesome, and I greatly appreciate it. Please feel free to click on that little bell to get notifications when I create a new video.